Okay, we're here with Roxanne on our team here. A couple quick questions so she can share her experience with everybody else who's considering our group out there. So Roxanne, you've been with us, I guess, about 6 months almost. One general question that I always think is important. How do you feel your training was when you converted from the previous company to our team, and how does it compare to all the trainings that you received while you were at those other companies?
The other trainings do not even compare to your trainings. The knowledge that you've given me and your experiences with other people, the buyers, sellers, how to talk to them properly, knowledge of the market and the upcoming changes in the market and even in the real estate itself is amazing. And the other companies just always asked you for money. I thought a lot of the trainings were a waste of time, so I stopped going. I stopped attending.
Okay. Another good question is, had you ever had any of your previous companies, had you deal with goal setting and tracking your goals, and what do you think about, how my team here, how we, set you up so you can see everything, measure your goals and all that? How has that affected, the way you look at your business?
It never happened with the other companies. Basically, here you are, sit down, this is what you do, attend the trainings and figure it out. That's how my career was from the beginning and when I first started. You taught me the importance of it, even to measure it, and I think that it is very important. I look at real estate totally different now, and I just couldn't be happier.
Great.
With that.
Now let's talk about leads. A lot of agents join companies, and nobody knows where their leads are going to come from, and even agents out of school, all these different companies are saying, we'll help you, generate leads. How was your lead generation experience? You went through actually the hot market in '06 when it was, a lot easier to sell homes, and then the hard market where, unfortunately, leads aren't coming in. How do you feel the other companies compared to what you're doing with our group?
The only way that even when I started, could afford to get leads is to sit on floor time. Did a lot of floor time. They're hard leads because, they're calls that are coming in with questions and they're usually working with somebody else. And I really didn't get that much, except for when the market was hot, I did, because we were overflooded with all these buyers. Right. But the leads that I get here I don't have to work for them. They're set up, they're sent to me, and I understand how important they are, so you have to call them and, label them and do all these things and track your time of exactly what you're doing with your leads. So it doesn't even compare. I got 0 leads from the other companies, 0. So the fact that I'm getting 30 or 40 a month, and I have, I think a total of right now 480 within my commissions Inc., and I've gotten rid of some because I labeled them as bad or whatever. It's just amazing. I always have somewhere to turn for business.
Right. And how do you, what do you think of the different systems that we have in regards to lead follow-up and technologies that we're using compared to other stuff you see around? How does it compare?
Again, there's no comparison with what the other companies use. It's just amazing, and you have to be held accountable for everything that you do because you're making your notes, you're making your calls. If you don't do it that day, you see it because you're not taking notes, you're not labeling people, and you're wasting time.
Okay.
Valuable time.
And let's talk about income, because a lot of agents get hung up on percentages, how much am I going to make or what's the split. My opinion has always been it's not about your split, it's about, what you're going to put in your pocket. Learning from our way of doing business, seeing it, trying to take the peaks and valleys out of it. How has our team here helped you, and what's it done to your income?
On its way to tripling my income. I did, when I first came, I was concerned about the split, but also I wouldn't have the income if I wasn't here with you, with these leads that you actually pay for and send to us to go out. That's why we're part of a team. So I wouldn't have that anyway. I definitely wouldn't be making the money that I'm making here.
Okay,
without a doubt.
So, last question: why did you join the team, and what would you say to any other agents considering a move?
I joined because I was frustrated and with the high cost of being able to stay in real estate myself. I wanted to stay in real estate. I thought about it for a long time. So I made the move, and I'm so glad I did, and I'm glad I came to Matt's team, hearing horror stories about other teams. I just think that anyone who wants to increase their knowledge, their income, and be more structured in their business, it's perfect for them.
Okay, great. Thank you.